It is Wednesday, and we are winding down here in our remote learning. Today, you have a very simple assignment. Make sure you watch this video all the way to the end, and you'll understand what you need to do to get credit for today's assignment. So, we're talking about plate tectonics, and these are all of the plates. And apparently, they got real fancy with the naming of these plates because, like the plate that is underneath North America, it's the North American plate. And the plate under South America, it's the South American plate. And the plate under Africa, it's the African plate. The plate underneath the Pacific Ocean is the Pacific plate. So most of them are really easy. You'll see a few different ones, but I want you to look at the arrows. So you have arrows here spreading apart, arrows here spreading apart, arrows here spreading apart. Over on the edge of North America, the West Coast, they're not spreading apart, they're rubbing next to each other. And you can find those in some other areas as well. And over here by India, you can see the arrows are pointing at each other. So there's different ways that the plates can either crash into each other, they can pull apart, or they can slide next to each other. The three names that we're going to talk about here are convergent boundary, and these are where plates collide. So when you have India crashing into Eurasia, you get mountains. So you have the land smashing together and it builds up mountains. That's a convergent boundary. Divergent boundary, they are splitting apart. So they are dividing. So one goes this way and one goes to the right. They're spreading apart. And then you have magma that comes up between. That would be like the mid-ocean ridge out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. And then along the west coast of the US, you have a transform boundary, and that gives you earthquakes. So there's earthquakes in California. The land doesn't rise up, it doesn't rise down, it pretty much stays flat. And you can just see how one is sliding this way and the other one is sliding that way. And it can separate things like roads or cause rivers to get a curve in them or different landmarks that we'll look at down the road. But the three boundaries are convergent, divergent, and transform.